creating instruction videos or a demo of what PT Assistant can do and what are the new capabilities. I downloaded route relation, which consists only of stops. So what I'm going to do is to download around this stop some more data. And then I'm going to select one of those ways, add it to the route relation, and then here next near to the last way, I'm going to do the same. Oh, this might be something that we want to add to PT Assistant as well. Okay, so the downloading. If I now launch the routing helper, it is actually going to download near the stops, but it needs 2 ways to get started. So around each of those stops, it's going to download those data. And on top of that, it also did a normal download here. So around each of those stops, it downloaded all the ways in the vicinity that are suitable for a bus. And then it brings us to our first way, which is here in white, and it tries to go to the way there that's there in gray. Our first stop was here. So this is where we start. We can choose between 1, 2, because it doesn't know that we're not going north, or here 3 and 4. And since there, that's stop number 4. Here is stop 2. There is stop 3. Where is it? There. So those are all researched. So we want to now go to stop 4. So we take option 4, the yellow one. How did that become the white way now? That is strange. Oh, no, it's fine. So this is we come from there, this is the white way, and now we want to take the blue option, which is 3. Now we want to go to stop 5 there. I think the only option we have is to do this and go around. So option 4 again. And then option 2. Option 1. Option 1 again. Here, this is odd. So I'm going to have to stop it. Because here I want to go to the right, but it's not proposing to split that way automatically. So that might be something for the future. Now, since now I downloaded all these ways near the other stops, I'm going to visit some of them. Like here, 7, 10, 13. That one will need to be split too. 16, 18, 20, 22. You see, I'm skipping ways. 24. Yeah. So I'm going to add all these ways before the last way. This is something that plugin maybe should also do, but it's not implemented at the moment. So I could save, but I don't really have to. I can press the routing helper button, it will save automatically. Okay, so now it proposes to go to the right, which I want to do. Now we served stop 4. Where is it? Four was there. Oh, yeah, I want to go straight on there. So I take option 2. Then I want to go to 5, so I take option 2. Then probably I want to go to 6 there. So I probably want to go on, so 1. And 1 again. And now I'm going to try option 3. But you see it didn't download there everything yet. But I take option 3. And now it starts to download a bit more information there. I'm going to take option 2 here. Again, we're here where no data is downloaded, but I'm going to take that option. Downloads automatically, so 2. Oh. How does it... That's odd. So now it makes believe I'm going to do 9 to remove the white way. Actually, it's jumping over there. This is strange. So it removed this white way, but it didn't start there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that gap in for the moment, and I'll restart later on for that part. So normally we arrive here, then we continue. So here is 10, we also need to serve 11. No, that one needs to be split as well, so I'm going to do escape to stop. This one, I'm going to remove it from the route relation, and I'm going to there. So now I'm going to add this one once again. 7, 8. Actually, here we needed to go to the right, so those ways also need to go. So we can remove those. So we want to go here and then there. There is also 6. This is weird. So either you serve that 6 or you... How does that work? On what side of the street? The south side. This is strange. I cannot serve both 6 and then 7 and 8. Or I have to go around the block. Maybe that's the clue. So here I'm going to split. There too. Okay, so this way I'm going to add to the route relation. This one too. I'm going to split it there. So like that. Probably here. Let's already help it a little bit more. Okay, and then we want to go there. Okay, so that is after this. I think, let's see. What is this gap here? That way we don't need. Okay, so that gap goes. Okay, so now we have a bunch of new gaps. What's going to happen is that around each of these gaps and around the stops, it's going to download data from Overpass. So I'm going to start the helper again. Okay, so now it puts us. That's weird. It doesn't put us there. I'm going to do escape and stop it. I'm going to select the route relation, close it, and to open it again. And then I'm going to start over. And now it's actually downloading. Something wrong with that overpass query, and I noticed it a bit late. But I asked that Wish would change that. So here now it's here. That's good. So we take option 2. I removed those ways. That's why we have to do it again. 2, 1. Okay, so then there it's closed the gap. These ways were already in the route relation. So now it's going here, and I want to take option 1. Okay, then I need to serve that stop, so we take option 2. Option 1. That closes that gap. So now it jumps on to here. Here we can use option 1. Option 1 again. Sorry, option 1 again. Option 1 again. Let's see, what do we need to do here? Option 1. Then we need to get from. Oh, that's not right. So here this way needs to be split. So I'm going to do escape again. I'm going to select this way. I can split it while it's part of the route relation, but then I have to be careful. So I select that node, I split, but then I have to refresh here. Select this part and remove that part from the route relation. Okay. Okay, so let's start again. No, doesn't. It somehow still caches something. So I'm going to select the route relation, close it, press escape. Oops. So edit, start again. So now it's downloading on the data. Now we can go to the south here, so we take option 1, option 2. Here we see that there are already some other route relations mapped, and the fact that there's this blue shine on those ways. Option 1. option 1. No, that was not right. So you can use option 9 to go back. Option 2. Option 1. That is weird. But it, yeah, strange. So option 1. Option 1. Either green is that and red is turning back. This is another place where I'd have to do escape, I'm afraid. So here this roundabout is not split yet. Not completely anyway. I'm going to add this part myself. What you can do is add it at the end and then order the ways. And it will find its place in there. Okay, let's see, that one is split. Yeah, it is split properly. So let's launch again. Okay, option 1. Option 1. Option 1. Here again, this one doesn't seem to be split, so I have to do escape. And split it. Let's start again. No, it doesn't do much. I'm going to add these myself. There, so now we're done. One thing on that last way, I'm going to use a map mode to add stop position. And the way is automatically split and the route relation is automatically updated. Also at the first way, I'm going to do that too. A stop position node gets added and the way is the route relation is automatically split, and if the route relation editor is open, it's refreshed and saved automatically. Okay, here's a gap. Oops, now it's adding a stop position there. Didn't want that. So, that's the reason why it couldn't do that. So that one also needs to be split. Okay. I don't want that one. There you go. Then I like my roundabouts split. But in the way back, we're also going to need that one to be split. Usually, I split them when I did the reverse direction as well. Maybe that would be smarter. I do X to add a node there because I'm going to make the roundabout round afterwards. So let's split. Yes. Oops, what's that? That is strange. Okay, I'll refer him to this video later on. The splitting seems to have worked though. Going to split there and there as well. And I'm going to add another node here, and now I can use this search, which is this junction roundabout in view, all those ways, and I'm going to press O, so now it's nicely round. Yeah. So for the return direction, I already split it. Particularly if that route already existed. Okay. Okay. Now those stops. Firm as possible, but also preferably a route relation. So this one has 1 to 5, 2, 7. Let's try that one. Yeah, so it's another route relation that doesn't have its ways mapped. So I'm going to add the first way, the last way. Suppose it's that one. And then I'm going to start a routing helper. Okay. So we start here. So we take option 4 to get away from there. Option 2. And then where do we want to go? To the south. So option 1. Option 2. Option 1. Option 1. Option 1. Option 1. No. Yeah. Okay. Option 1. What I was trying to show is that it also can look at other route relations to propose ways. But in order to trigger that, I'm going to have to do something else. So, one, because it cannot find a solution to get from this way all the way directly to the last way here. Okay, so I'm going to stop it and then have a look at some of those stops. So, for example, here, this one, and that one. And that one. And that one. Then I'm going to add those ways that are adjacent to the stops. And then I'm going to start it again. But I'm first going to save, select, and reopen it. I think it's resetting more. Now we'll have to wait for the download again. Okay, yeah, now it gives solutions based on other route relations. Because now it can find a way between this white way here and the gray way that's a little bit, that's here. So we can do the turn by turn here, or we can see what it proposes if we do 0. Then, of course, we have to check whether that makes sense. So we are here 5, and we want to serve 6, yes, and 7. That looks great. So now many ways can be added in one go. So we go from 20 to 4. Let's see. If I press 1, so all these ways are added in one block, in one go. Now it's proposing another solutions based on other route relations. So either we can do here the turn by turn, or we can press 0 and see what it has. Here it's a bit less spectacular, but still it's adding a bunch of ways. Yep, so again, here we don't get the option. So we simply press 1 and 1 again. And 1 again. Then we want to go through this station, so we do once more. But I don't know is whether it would have been possible to use that way, or whether the bus does that. Maybe it is possible, but that's for somebody with local knowledge to decide too. The plugin should, of course, be used by somebody with local knowledge, but I simply went to look for route relations that had only stops mapped, because here you can easily see what it can do. So 1. Oh, here it is. That's strange. I'm going to remove that way. Oh, and then it's done. Yeah. Okay, so it's ready. So I'm going to close. I'm going to use the add stop position map mode at that point. And in the beginning. So now I'm going to open it again. So this is the route relation where that will be the first way. That was this one. Now I'm going to find another route relation that has quite a few of stops in common with that one. Push B. Let's try this one. Edit. Only 3 stops in common, and it's not downloaded completely. Let's download incomplete members. Let's go to the first one. It will be rather that one, I guess. And the last one. And then see if there's some in between that we already have. So let's go to the first one again. And then add at random some others. Here we see immediately that this way, that's fine, it's going to do like that. Okay. This is out. Oh, what's that? Wow. This is weird. Okay. Let's see. I'm adding most of them now. Actually, it doesn't hurt to have as many as possible. It wouldn't hurt that the plugin did that itself. Okay, there you go. Some of them are already connected. Now I'm going to start this. Downloading around the gaps and around the stops. It shouldn't really around the stops where it already has ways in the route relation. That's another optimization that would be possible. Okay, so this is our white ways. We want to go there. Option 1. Now where are we going to get to 2? That's strange. So maybe 1 was not mapped entirely right. Or it goes around like that. That's not clear. Anyway, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to split that way. And I'm going to suppose that it goes around like that. It would make more sense if this were the first stop, though. That one is only for D, and this is B. Okay, so I'm going to update the route relation and remove that way. Switch this way, that can also go. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Now it skips that first stop. Okay. It keeps some state apparently. So now it's going here. Okay, let's do that. Otherwise it's going to download everything again. So 1, this gap in the beginning, we'll fix it later on. 1. Oh, there we also need to split that. So I need to do 9 to backtrack. And then here, this should be split. Okay, so now I can use option 1. Now it only proposes that part, so 1, 3. Okay, there we have another problem. So that way also needs to be split. So I need to do escape. I'm going to split that way. I'm going to select this part, refresh and remove, and that's not possible. So I'm going to do it this way. Okay. I can already. No, we see that this way is not split yet. So when we come back here, you'll see that it proposes A and B, and it's going to split it for us. Okay, I'm going to select the route relation and reopen it, and then I'm going to start again. When it does a normal download, it has all the houses, all the buildings included. When it does overpass download, it only has the ways around the stops and near the gaps. But these normal downloads, it does it when it gets stuck. Okay, so here we take option 3. Option 1. Okay, many possibilities, but we will take option 2. We don't have a stop there. Otherwise we might do that, but now no. Option 1. And then we're in trouble again. I don't know what's going to happen if I split it without backtracking. Let's try that. So P. And now I use option 1. Okay, so no, it skips. So it gives up here. Okay, no problem. Here it's proposing 3 and 1. This was one way, if you remember. So if we use option 1, the way you split automatically and the relevant part is added to the route relation. Okay, option 1. Oh, skipping that too. Okay, why? That's weird. Okay, so where is it going? I don't see the green proposal. There is only one option, so let's choose it. Wow. So 6, 7, 8. It's totally lost it. I'm going to do escape. I'm going to check that is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to select it again, open it again, and restart it. By selecting a route relation with the same stops, I was hoping it would propose more often a solution based on other route relations, but for the moment it's not doing that yet. But the more route relations that are already mapped properly, the more it can help that way. So 1, now this first part is added correctly. And now it comes with solutions based on other route relations. To add this little part, I can do that myself with 1. Here, that's strange. I'm going to do remove ways. Here I do 1. It's again the same situation. That's really cool here. Here I'm going to use 2. But I'm not convinced. That was strange. 4, 5. Now it's going in the opposite direction. I'm going to do 9 and 9 again. Wow, now it jumps to the next part. Now it, wow, I'm going to do 9 again. And 9 again. To backtrack. It's really going backwards. Why? 9 again. Yeah, now it's here. Now I'm using option 4. Option 1. Skipping that entire stage. So all these stops are skipped until it finds this next white way here. And then from there, it wants to get to the gray one. So let's choose option 4. Option 1. Option 5. Okay. 11. And now it gets to 10. Maybe I added these ways in the wrong order there. I don't know what's going on actually. I'm going to do 9 to backtrack. 1. 1. 1. It also has solutions based on other route relations. Let's see what it has. Okay, that looks good. So let's take option 1. Then here it also has solutions based on other route relations. And so it can, this is our 11, there's 12. So it could either go like this, or it could go around about there. Let's take the red option. Okay. Here too it has solutions based on other route relations, but it's only this small thing, so yeah, let's take option 1. Okay, here also it has solutions based on other route relations. We're trying to get from 13, 14 to 15. Let's see what it has. Well, that's not what we want. So, back again, 0. Oh, then sometimes it stops when you switch too often. Okay, here we see that it used some ways twice. So it's traversing these two ways here twice. That's all right. Here we have this. Oh, going to do that. Oh. Don't know why it's not working, but I'm going to add these ways myself. Here I know that I will want to go there, so this one needs splitting. Okay, so let's try again. I'm going to save it. I'm going to select it. And I'm going to reopen it. So I helped it a little bit here. Here I want to take option 2 and 1 and 1. Oh, this is not split. I need to do 9 to backtrack. And then this, I'm going to split it. I do the backtracking because otherwise it doesn't look at this ways again. So I'm going to do 1 now. Now it's going to do analyze those ways again. And now it proposes this one properly. Okay. 1 again. So now that cap is closed. So now it can jump over to this part here. And here we want to use option 1. I'm not going to do solutions based on other relation because I already know that it's going to propose something really weird. Probably for another relation that's serving stops there, I guess. 1, and then I think we're done. Yeah, well, not quite. Apparently, going to do remove ways. For some reason, it has that one twice. And then we're done. So this red relation is now also done. I'm going to select all these stops and see if we find another route relation that has stops in common. This one has quite a few in common. Edit. So adding the first way. And I'm adding the last way. And maybe a few in the middle. Now that I have the data downloaded, it's easier to add some in the middle as well. So the first time when I just started, that was not that easy. Oh, yeah, okay. I want to pass here. And then after that, I want to pass there. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 17, It's very important that they're in order. Otherwise, it's going to get confused and trying to get us somewhere where you don't want to go. So we start the helper. And if it doesn't have enough, well, it's always downloading more data. So we start. Where's number one? There's number one, and so we want to go following one, one again, two, one, one, one. And now we have to check. We want to go there, so it's clear we want one. There are solutions based on other route relations. It's really weird that it can go on both of those legs. Must mean that these ways are not one-way streets. Let's check that. No, this is a one-way. That might not be. No, that's not a one-way. Okay. Yeah, so we take option 2. But let's see what it has based on other route relations. Yeah, we can do all that stretch in one go. So 1. Here also it has solutions based on other route relations. So 0, check. No, that's not helping. So we're trying to go back and it works. Fortunately, we can go back. So we do 1. 1 again. Okay, what is that? So we passed here with a little loop. Then we're now here. Okay, so now we want to go to stop 9. So we want to do 1. It also has solutions based on other routes. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So 1. So that's actually the point where was trying to get to. Now that more route relations are already defined, it can propose based on ways found in those other route relations. I'm going to remove that way. It was added twice for some reason. Sometimes when it's not responding, it's a good idea to click here where nothing, to select nothing. Okay, 1. For some reason, it added that part of the roundabout twice again. Here we get solutions based on other route relations. That's looking good. So 1. And let's see what it can do. Yeah, that's good. So 0 and then 1. This is strange. I'm going to remove those ways. Now it's proposing to go there, so that's good. So take option 1. Option 1 again. And option 1. Option 2. Option 1. And 1. And 1. Option 1. Okay, we want to go there first, so option 1. Option 2. Option 2. Option 1. Option 1. Option 1. Then it can, oh, again, it added that twice, so I don't know why, so but let's remove that. Then it can jump on, so here we again take option 1. Option 1. Remove that part that was added twice. And we're done. We arrived. Here too, it's odd that this stop is on the wrong side of the road. This last part. So either we have to go like this. That's a possibility. But I'm going to leave to a local mapper to decide. Now I'm going to remove that way. Jump over here and use that splitter. But now we're also going to have to look at the other route that we did before. There, now it's split. The other route that we did before that has this stop and then also this way. So I'm going to close this one. New Castilier, so it must be this one. What happened is that this way was also splitted out of that one. So yeah, that's that is something that this map mode does. I don't know how we could avoid it by splitting there first and only then there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so another route relation mapped. These buses do crazy things around that city, but okay. It's all possible to map. Might not. So here's another one that has some in common. It's not completely downloaded, but I think you get the idea, and the video has become long enough, so I'll say goodbye. Thank you. Bye.